It's Allie J. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I just wanted to take a few minutes and talk through visiting a theme park with a neurodivergent child. Some of the greatest memories that I have as a child are visiting theme parks with my family. Having a neurodivergent child can make that experience seem daunting, and I'm here to say it does not have to be. It can be magical and incredible in all of the things with just a little bit of preparation. So I wanted to throw out just a couple tips to make that experience enjoyable and amazing for you, and for you to feel like, okay, we can do this, because you can do this. We have been going to Disney at least once a year since our oldest was 2, I think was the first time that we went. And we've gone ever since, and it's amazing and incredible. When we had our son, the first time that we were going to be taking him, it shifted a little bit, and we were nervous. And how is this going to work? I don't know how we're going to do this. As we've been going, we have just learned things along the way, and so I want to share some of that with you. The first tip that I have is preparation, and that is weeks, months before you go, you can start this. But creating some sort of a book with wherever it is. I'm going to use Disney World as an example, just because that's where we go a lot, and so I'm familiar with it and just our process. So creating some kind of a book, so printing things off from online, you can just find images and you can write whatever it is that you want, but going through what it's going to look like. So at Disney, from the hotel, there's buses that would take you to whatever theme park you're going on certain days. So I would write out, today we're going to get up, get dressed, have our breakfast. We're going to go wait in line for the bus that will take us to Animal Kingdom. And so I'll have a picture of the bus, have a picture of where you're going to be going. So if you're going to Magic Kingdom, maybe have a picture of the castle. And you don't have to make it super long or take your time going through, okay, and when this line, you don't have to go into all of the details of it. But if you're just reading this book to them every other day, so they're just learning, okay, this is what we're going to do. It'll just get in their head, and I think will help calm once they're actually in it, because they'll be like, oh, I remember, I read about this bus, or the Skyliner, or the boat that we have to take to wherever. So that's great pre-planning. The other thing, having a visual schedule with you while you are on vacation, with you at the parks, is amazing. There's a ton of different types that you can get. Obviously, going to Amazon, there's like the Velcro kind with little squares, and that you can use that way. For us, we found an app called ChoiceWorks, which I will link below because it was life-changing for us. ChoiceWorks is a visual schedule, visual calendar app. So it's right on your phone, and you can create whatever it is that you need. It has preset options in it, but then you can also create different schedules per day. So for us, going to Magic Kingdom, we would take a bus over to Magic Kingdom. But on Epcot Day, we would go and take the Skyliner to Epcot. So creating like a Magic Kingdom schedule, and then an Epcot schedule, a swim day schedule, so that each day you would have this on your phone. Your child could then come if they wanted to know what's happening, what's the plan. You can go and pull up this day. And once you finish one thing, so let's say the first thing on your schedule is go and get on the bus. So you have that picture on there. They can touch it, and it'll put a check mark and move it away, so you know that's done. So then they can see really easily what's next. You can also record your voice saying things. You can record videos or pictures, add in your own images, so it's super personal to them, which was really helpful for our son, just to be able to like see himself in a picture, or see the actual bus that we're taking, or the actual Skyliner. Hear my voice talking to him was really helpful. It got to a point where every morning when we'd get up, he was so excited and would say, "Mom, show me the plan, show me the plan." So it was really comforting to him and helped him. And he knew more than anybody else. He was like, he had the schedule down every day of what we were doing, when we were eating, where we were going to eat. He knew everything. So such an amazing app. Along with just the visual schedule part of it, it also has a feelings section, which you know will happen. So just preparing yourself and knowing, okay, there's going to be a moment where there will be a meltdown or two. This app had something. So if you're feeling sad or you're feeling angry, they can click on that, and then it would have options. What can we do? So for each one, it would give you 2 different options, which you can, again, preset. And maybe you know what it is that helps your child when they're really angry about something or upset. You know what they need in that moment. So you can write or type that in, so then they can see it and they can pick which one they want. They get a choice. What do you want to do? I see that you're feeling angry. So what can we do to help that? And they can pick a choice, and just kind of giving them empowerment over their feelings, acknowledging their feelings, and letting them choose how to feel better, I think is huge for all kids. Visual schedule on hand for your trip, amazing. And it can be the difference between a horrible day and the most incredible day. So I highly recommend a visual schedule, and whatever works for you. The choice works on the phone might not be the right fit for you, but figure out what that would be. There's so many options that you can have and choose from. The last thing is reaching out to the actual theme park that you're visiting and just seeing what accessibility services they offer. Disney has one of the greatest services that we've been able to use, and from the moment that you are trying to figure out what options you have, it's just a beautiful process. So again, they're not all the same. With Disney, you go through like a Zoom call, and depending on what you need, it might look like a way that you don't have to wait in the lines. So they give you times to come back to rides, so you're not waiting in those super long lines all day. That's not always what it's going to be. That's one of the options that could be presented to you. And you're able to use the My Disney Experience app, and they make it so easy and lovely. But every time I've called Disney, they've talked about the fact that they just want the Disney experience to be an even playing field. So with a neurodivergent child, their experience is not going to be the same as a neurotypical child. And so what they're trying to do, the purpose of their services is to meet the neurotypical, so that everybody across the board has the same beautiful experience. And the first time that I was on the Zoom call, and I forget his name. I wish I remembered his name because he was so amazing, and I just cried and cried. I'm not going to cry now. That would be silly. But it was so lovely just to have someone caring about my son and our family, and knowing that we wanted our child to be able to experience Disney World like our daughters did, and to feel all the magic and everything that we have felt. And that's what they did. And so every time we go, which is probably why we go every single year, because they have just made it so that it's the most incredible experience, and it is truly magical. So that's like a shameless Disney plug that I wasn't trying to do. But if you are thinking about Disney World and thinking, oh, that's going to be too much, there's no way we can do it, you can, and Disney will accommodate and do everything that they can to make it lovely and amazing. So those are just a few little tips to make visiting a theme park magical and amazing. you probably have some other ones. So I would love to hear things that you've done or tried. Leave those in the comments. Would love just to connect and hear everybody's stories and just ideas and tips for making a theme park experience the best that it can be. All right, so summer's coming. Get to planning. Don't be scared. You've got this, and you're going to have the greatest time. Thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe would be awesome. And thank you, as always, for joining me in my little corner of YouTube.